He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. So Arkansas's offense will take the field first. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team. I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Immediately fires to the middle. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down. Remember some of the years when the Hogs spent a lot of time in the Wildcat just running it? You don't have to do that with this guy quarterback.
And it just makes you less predictable, right? You got a running back in there. You know you're not going to throw it very much, but when they do have the ability to push the ball down the field and get some guys out of the box, it makes this offense even more exciting.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. He'll do it himself. Pick up a 5. They'll need 5 more on 3rd down. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. A shot for the end zone. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strike.
Oh, he's down. His left foot come down.
Of every defense, because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the line out in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
So South Carolina's offense will take the field for the first time. And it was a collection of highlight reel plays time after time last week. He'd love to do that again, David.
Oh, there's no doubt. He showed you he's capable. He showed you the big play ability, and he can make those big plays for this offense. And I think the offense is going to continue to look for him. Like, he is that guy outside that they can trust. Interesting to see, Jesse, the wrinkles off of the way they used him, and if he's going to continue to be the focal point of this offense.
I think he should continue to be the focal point, but I do think they have to move him around. You got to show some different looks, some different formations, get him in motion, stack releases, find him some access. Because there's no doubt this guy can run routes, he can catch the football, and he's dangerous after he has the football. So let's see some added wrinkles in what this offense and how they take the next step based on what he did last time.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. The Gamecocks come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Almost intercepted. They took a shot on 1st down and just about turned the thing over. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the air. Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds after picking up a couple.
And just understanding where you're at on the field, make sure you get those feet down before you get too close to that sideline, so I get credit for that catch. Nice job. Nice pitch. Nice catch.
Makes the grab down the middle. Got enough to move the sticks. 1st down from the 17. deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Pressure coming. And he will score. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. And they'll stop him just short in first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. And the Razorbacks come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They'll give it to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, second and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's third down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. The Razorbacks line up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. The give to the tailback. Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
And how about that defense in the backfield? Nowhere to go right away. You can tell they were playing the run game all the way, and they got the backfield and got the tackle for this.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Right on the money. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a this size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. And the Gamecocks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. He hurls one deep down the left side. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Caught over the middle. It's Rivera. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
Really nice job by the defense there. You're trying to force the quarterback to throw the football in front of you and allow your guys to square up and make a tackle out in space. You got to force the ball carrier to do something special after the catch. Not able to do it there, so really nice tactic by the defense.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. The Gamecocks will call on their punt team. They ought to be able to use this first punt to pin them deep. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. And just a spectacular punt. It'll go out of bounds inside the 5-yard line and really put this offense in a hole. They are pinned deep in their own territory. They'll snap it from their own 4 to start the drive. He finds a dead spot in the middle. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on first down. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate in his pass.
Running back searching for a hole. And he's able to pick up a few yards as we reach the end of the first quarter. We're through one period, and these receivers are showing out big time. Take a look at the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. Looking to throw for it. He's got his man. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. This offense has been sluggish to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. They're going back to the ground. Runs through the tackle. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain. And the Razorbacks kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Wide receiver comes in motion. Off the play fake on 1st down. He's got his man. Makes the grab. They finally get to him. A lot of play there to pick up the 1st down.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
My job is, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, and really, really be physical because he bobbles it at all. As soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. A shot toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Arkansas.
And one of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down and when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get him. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
He'll bring it out. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's on the loose. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And you feel back deep for a kickoff, obviously. You got those wheels, but to be able to get through, and guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Well, the last time they had it, the long field didn't bother them in the least, and they'll try to do it again. Throws to the wideout. He's straight downfield. And he's got enough for the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 34. The Razorbacks in the hurry-up. The Hogs getting it done through the air, evoking memories of Ryan Mallett.
And that's what the fans of Arkansas want to see. They always got that physical game. They always want to have a little bit of balance, and when they get that balance, they get that offense cooking, they get everybody pretty excited. You might even get a woo, pigs.
The offense has it now at the 48-yard line, 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, this offense has gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
It's complete on the right side. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time.
quarterback there throwing the hitch route against zone coverage. You can't stare at him. If you do that, then you allow the flat defender to get underneath it, and that might be a pick six. So really good job by the quarterback there, using his eyes to manipulate the defense.
It's incomplete, and that also might be what is called a learning experience, and one this freshman got away with. And the Razorbacks will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
And there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together.
With a first down, now snap it from the 32. Just a short pass to the tight end. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. They're giving up multiple first downs on this drive. Somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleed.
Unloads quickly. Ball down at the 38-yard line, and a big pickup of 15 yards there. And the Gamecocks with the 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Didn't put much on that one, and it's incomplete.
And sometimes you see great shooters, and they get on fire, and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple of weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping third downs management. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
The Gamecocks are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Bully ball on 3rd and short. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27.
This is a top 25 offense in college football, and I like what they do. They can run the football on third downs when they need to. They show you right there. They've got some balance to them. They really know who they are. They have a good identity, and that's why they've been so successful this season.
He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. And the Gamecocks started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. They're looking to pass from the red zone. It's the grab. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
I think a lot of people wonder why you don't throw more slant routes. It's just nowadays wide receivers are so big, so thick. You throw it to them, the DBs can't go through their bodies to get them, and most of the time you get positive yards like you do right here.
Finds his big tight end. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
It's complete. He gets it in. Touchdown, South Carolina. Getting set for the point after. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. So it's an 80-yard drive. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be
It's been
afraid
kind of
to
a tough
dial up plays
game.
that you've already had success with, running it,
Kind of a
throwing it.
tough
It's okay
game.
to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here and make something happen on this side of the football.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it.
God damn it.
Complete to the left. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Razorbacks are in the hurry-up.
There's got to be a sense of urgency for this offense right now. They're trailing. They're going to be kicking off to open the second half. So they need points. They need to go tempo. Maybe that last first down gets them a little bit of confidence.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. To the air on first down. Got his man quickly. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with 2nd and short. Offense in the hurry-up. Going to swing it on 2nd down. He's got his man across the middle. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the middle. Working that left side. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Well, this offense has come out slinging the bill. They are throwing it. They are trying to be aggressive. We're only in the 2nd quarter, guys. Already, this guy has over 200 yards passing.
And the Razorbacks will snap it on 1st and 10. They march to the red zone, and here they go. Quick strike complete. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making
Faker.
And they're set up. And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right, and maybe the other team doesn't even get a chance to answer. He'll keep it himself.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half.
Damn it, Bobby.
Halftime to regroup and come out in the second half now, trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish the half.
Just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You've got to be so smart. You're going to be aggressive with your decision making.
Under fire. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Yeah, it fell incomplete because he did a great job of getting to the quarterback. He's in the pocket, yeah, he's comfortable, but you get in there and you get a hit on him. Now he feels it. Can't throw the football, can't follow through with his own motion. Nice job by the defense.
2nd down, he'll throw it. He'll try to do it himself. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to go up top on first down. Going to take a shot. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit in coverage that forces the incompletion.
Just enough time to get off one final play in the half. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Unleashes one deep. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half. Here and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling an intriguing one so far in Fayetteville. And yes, football is is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's hear another hog call and send it back to the guys in Razorback Stadium.
They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback, man. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. He almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be third down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. Gets it out fast. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. The Gamecocks will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Oh, right through his fingers, he muffed it.
You know, the worst thing that can happen to a return men is muffing punts, fumbling it, putting on the ground, and he did it right there. He's very lucky he was able to jump on his own fumble.
The RPO, it's complete. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there. It's first and 10 for this offense from the 42. Use the play fake, now to throw. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there in the incompletion.
Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. The Razorbacks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Out of the backfield, he's up. Space at the 25. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Wide receiver going in motion. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Back to pass. Makes the catch. Stop at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a first and goal. And the Razorbacks, once back up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Motion from the wide receiver. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. And they get nothing. The ball remains at the 2-yard line. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's second and goal. Tries again to get it in. And he'll be stopped for no gain. Still sitting at the 3-yard line. Third and goal for the offense. He's looking to pass. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. They will score! Touchdown, Arkansas! Setting up for the extra point and takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a hope. There he goes. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
QBs and wide receivers spend all offseason.
They got us a battle. My offense kind of playing flat a little bit.
Understanding, I get man coverage.
Oh, bitch.
I'm throwing this to you right now.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think
Touchdown. Touchdown.
Got the lead here in the second half.
I think they consider this a rivalry game for some reason. I guess it's because it's the last 2 SEC teams that joined the SEC, I do believe. Like before this whole Texas and Missouri and all that bullshit.
Score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll start the return inside the spot. Didn't
Bitch.
find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They're down by a touchdown, but
This team's definitely better than 3 and 5. That's for sure.
A really good football game. They'll move the wide
This
receiver.
coach is tough, man.
Quarterback quick pass to the receiver.
Come on, bitch. Go tackle this man.
They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only
I called that out. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead.
On 3rd down, he drops the throw. Scrambling away. Makes his man miss.
Kill it.
He'll be
Kill it.
stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. The Razorbacks will line up to punt it away. Makes the catch and now looking for
Uh-oh. He gone.
just a bit of daylight.
All I did was a little stutter. Hold my dick. That's 2 special teams touchdowns. Georgia losing to fucking Florida.
That is one of the biggest plays of that young man's football life. The true freshman taking the punt to the house. If I'm the head coach and I watch that, I'm now trying to find ways to get this guy on the field offensively because he's got some special ability.
And he makes the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back, working for help. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. This is when the
I find myself in this ball. Making I was
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive.
holding.
He's got an open man. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. This proficiency in the passing game can take you back to yesteryear. One of the great quarterbacks in Arkansas history, Joe Ferguson.
Yeah, just
Who?
swinging the pill, just being able to provide balance, being able to attack down the field, get people out of the box, and not be predictable. That's a really good job by this quarterback.
Fuck is Joe Ferguson?
He released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been.
Oh.
They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. From the gun, wants to pass.
Ooh, bought me right into him. Little dumb bitch.
Fields to punt and tries to help improve that
I was trying to scoot out of there.
Excellent coverage and tackle that time, and that's how the 3rd quarter comes to a close. That's the end of the quarter, and South Carolina has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Starts a drive, trying to go up top. Snagged in the middle. It's Rivera. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. And the Gamecocks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run?
Breaks into the open. Lowers those pads. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices.
Uh-oh, Auburn on the 6-6 comeback.
To the ground with the back. Defense holds their ground. Pickup of a yard. It's at the 26. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Makes the grab. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive, even when you've got the...
Let's fucking pull this kid. Just ain't trying to see my fucking best left tackle get hurt.
A game like this, right? You still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to
Please read. Okay. Oh.
He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Quarterback may change this route. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Touchdown, South Carolina! And they take it in for 6 more points. This team just knows how to finish. Getting better and better and better, and they are close to going 9-0.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's get you updated on a fascinating battle going down in the Pac-12. Oregon State has the lead right now, but this
Come on,
Research
bitch.
Stadium crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet today. They're up by 7 over Stanford. We'll keep you posted on a Pac-12 showdown that, not surprisingly, guys, is already trending.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Excellent job rallying to the ball, and they knock him down.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You've got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
Tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna pull fucking this really good corner too. Just to. We'll go Lawrence there, and then I'm gonna pull Yeah. Just cause. Just cause. Just get these young bucks a little spin.
And man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Oh, he dropped it. Good shit.
And didn't look it all the way in. The decision to go for it does not pan out. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is defensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge lead in the fourth quarter. So why stop throwing it? Just keep it going when the going's good.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day. Like, great day. They built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
And he'll get this one back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther than that.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
Touchdown, Gamecock. The offense cashing it in on that drive. That score might be the one to put them over the top and run this winning streak to 9.
It's another good decision by the quarterback. You've got...
Sorry, I gotta pull the starters, bucko. Gotta pull these guys. Get the young kids some spin. That's it.
Pressed here. On that one, he finds his tight end, but all game long, whether it's receivers or running backs or tight ends, wherever the best one-on-one matchup has been, he's been able to take advantage of it, and that's why they've been able to score so many points.
On the run from inside his own.
I think I'm gonna pull my freshman corner too.
Team to get the return man down on the ground. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. You decided to go for it, we didn't get it. And the defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before. So you've got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive.
Come on, Bertier.
Execute some points on the board.
He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Grab behind the line. It's Lincoln. Good pick up, a little bit short of the sticks.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Swings it out to his running back. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
This running back is a weapon. Not only is he going to hurt you in the run game, but they're going to throw it to him, and they're going to throw it to him on 1st down, 2nd down, and 3rd down, as you saw right there.
throw on first down. Finds his man.
He caught that.
And he's brought down after a nice hit. And the
Jeez
Razorbacks will snap it
Louise.
on first and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more dimes, bring the speed on the field, and get ready to play the pass.
Yes, sir. Oh, he's dead.
Phenomenal job by the
He's a
defense
dead
that
man.
time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this.
Come on, please. Oh, no, he's burnt. On my backup corner. Congratulations. You scored on my backup corner.
Nice pitch, nice catch, and listen, maybe this helps next game, right? Like we're trying to find a rhythm, find something that works.
Onside kick? Who are these guys? What are they doing? Good shit, boy. Who the fuck are these guys? Oh, oh, oh. Ah.
Knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
How about this offense, man? You gotta love it. Late in the fourth quarter, you have the lead. They don't get conservative. Staying balanced. Run, back it up with a pass.
Go, Kurt.
Getting the first down, a few more first downs, and you can walk out of here with a W.
We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Using the quick game. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Let's it go to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down. They can't pick up the first without scoring. Catch in the middle. It's Jensen. And boy, is he close to that first down. Maybe just a couple of inches short. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down.
Fuck. Arkansas.
Needs it to keep this drive alive. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. And they probably don't need to risk running a play here, but the head coach might want to rub it in just a little. Touchdown, Gamecocks! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. They give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out. Just
Sorry,
continuing
Arkansas.
to remain undefeated. Whatever
Go
it
fuck
takes,
yourself.
offense, defense,
Go fuck
special teams,
yourself.
They have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
Out of the end zone.
Yes, sir.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped. When he brought it out of the end zone, he'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15.
Stick around for a box score.
First down, wants to throw. Fires to the big fella.
Come on, man.
Gets it up across the 20 to the 22 before he's pushed out of bounds. The Razorbacks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving.
These motherfuckers still got the starters out there. So you're saying there's still a chance. They gonna get Willie Beeman killed, brother. He's based on a movie character, by the way. Stats are not edited, but height, weight, and equipment are. Any Given Sunday is what movie he's from. That's game. On to the next one. On to the next one. On to the next one. On to the next one.
If you love offense, then you love this type of game. Both offenses going up and down the field, seemingly at will. Throwing the ball, running the ball. But, David, I feel like if you're a fan of defense, maybe this wasn't your cup of tea.
More defense optional. You didn't really get too much.
Damn, look at these cameramen.
You gotta get
They're just like, damn, you hit my feet like that, huh?
Actually, you got a one stop with this many points that's being scored. You got the stop late. That's why you got the dub.
That will put the wrap on.
7, 14, 14, 21. 21. Alright, let's see. Fuck you, Willie Beeman. Torch my ass. Damn, Tennessee's in third, bro. They beat Bama, I think. That's crazy. Let's see, Willie Beeman. South Carolina, you got Miles played a pretty good game. Yeah, he played a good game, man. I don't even know where Seminary, Mississippi is. What happened to him, dude? Is this kid hurt? Yeah, he's hurt. Damn, what the fuck? Leading receiver. My slot boy. They didn't lock him down, but they definitely cover the shit out of him. Zeke, what a beast, dude. Trevante. No sacks, no interceptions. Had a kick return from Kyle and a punt return from Terrence. Let's go look at team schedule real quick. Oh, that's the depth chart. The fuck am I doing? We have Memphis next, at Memphis. 1-8 Memphis. And then Georgia on a Thursday, and then Clemson. It's gonna be some tough ones. That's crazy, bro. If we could play them like 3 weeks later, 2 weeks later, whatever. It's been a fun year, man. My best team so far in the game, easily. I think fucking Yazi's got, yeah, he almost got 10 touchdowns, bro, as a backup. This my guy of the future right here. Let's see what's wrong with this kid real quick. Compound foot fracture? Damn. That fucking sucks. Leading receiver. Comparing him to last year real quick. He was a 3-star. That's wild. Oh yeah. Yards wise, he's outpacing last year. Which makes sense. We had a slot guy last year. Three on the year. Crazy. See y'all next game, brother.